I'm Jade Rosen and grew up on Salt Spring. Yeah, I'm 29 and I started a farm 6 years ago.
I'm Zach Hemstreet. I run Bullock Lake Farm with my wife Molly Wilson. We came to Salt Spring about 12 years ago for the first time.
I'm Carrie Lavender.
And I'm Brian Webster. Carrie and I have been farming on Salt Spring since 2011.
So my name's Nick and I've been here on this land for just over 3 years.
My name is Kaylee Barton.
And I'm Ben Cornell.
I'll start, you can jump in. So we're here at the Burgoyne Valley Community Farm. This is a 4-acre piece that we fenced ourselves. We came here in 2014 and there was nothing. It was just a wide open field, which actually I think was awesome because we got all this experience doing all kinds of things we may not have, like setting up an irrigation system, which Ben pretty much learned how to do and did single-handedly. And then we put up the fence, and a year later we were at the market.
Yeah, we came in with a tractor and got it tilled up and started growing. We didn't really know all that much. We kind of just had watched some videos online about market gardening, and we just started trying things out, all with hand tools, really low tech and with very little startup money. And it's kind of evolved from there to going through turning over all the beds by hand, and now we have, over the years, making a little bit more money, invested more back into the farm and got some small scale equipment, so it made it a little bit easier on our bodies and a little bit faster to turn crops over, because we grow really short crops, and so we're doing a lot of bed prep and
Learning to work with the seasons and realizing that winter's not going to wait for you to be ready with that woodshed built or the garden put away. And so having to accept that you just have to plan your schedule around how nature is going to operate has been a big learning process, learning experience.
I guess you would generically say we're a bio-intensive organic market garden. We tend to use high density plantings, high fertility availability, cram plants as tightly as we can, making canopies as part of our weed management strategy. We grow for an 80-member CSA on about 2.5 acres in cultivation. We supply the kitchen here with a lot of its products, and we have a farm stand. We do flowers for wholesale, weddings, and for prearranged bouquets. We also do full florist design services off the farm. So kind of hyperactive diversity, direct market to our customers, having strong connections to our customers. That's kind of a big part of what's made our success.
But yeah, we want to learn how we can grow, a huge diversity and abundance of food here on the land to feed us, to feed our neighbors and our community, and doing so in a way that doesn't degrade the soil, the water, the air, the rest of the ecosystem. So a big part of that focus is perennial food systems, specifically agroforestry, so integrating different layers of perennials in a forest ecosystem that provides a great variety of human needs, both for food, but fuel, medicine, fibers, forage for livestock. Forests provide a much broader scope for being able to plant into than just annual garden beds.
Have a really good partnership with whoever you're farming with, assuming you're coming onto someone else's land and leasing, or like we do with a board of directors, really check out the agreement that you're stepping into and be very clear about the things that you're going to do and the things that you expect, and hopefully know this person really well before you go into that, because you can spend a lot of time and money trying to build your dream, and if your visions don't line up, that's really serious.
To start with really small, slow solutions and just expand incrementally outwards. Don't get too spread out and too scattered.
Get good books, find out like who are the leaders in the region and in the thing you want to do, and like follow their advice.
Go out there and educate yourself a little bit with the modern techniques, because in the last 10 years there's been a lot of upgrades to what people have thought was possible, and the efficiency of everything. You don't need a lot of money, but you just need the knowledge, planning, and small scale tools to make it efficient and profitable. It's probably a good idea to start with an apprenticeship. I probably would have avoided a lot of mistakes if I'd done an apprenticeship like my apprentice Sam this year, who's going to be coming on with us next year for his second year of apprenticeship, and then he will be super set for starting his own farm. He'll be miles ahead of where I was.
Our original business plan was so like we wrote down like one bed of potatoes makes 200 pounds. So 200 pounds at $3 a pound is $600. So if we grow 10 rows of potatoes, we're making $6,000. And we wrote that in the business plan, like, this year we will make $6,000 in potatoes. And that was like so wildly naive, because so many things start to chip away at that's 200 pounds. And if you've told a person that you will grow this, or your rental is contingent upon, you know what I mean, like this all hooking up and being perfect, like, you should be able to allow for many years, a couple of years at least, of just getting into it.
Yeah, developing an attitude of failures are learning opportunities and lessons rather than a failure. To get out of that mindset of, if you make a mistake, then you've done something wrong, and it's been a total waste, because we've made a lot of mistakes, and hopefully learn from each one and slowly learn not to make those same mistakes again and again. But yeah, it's a very humbling process to be working with natural forces, natural systems, natural processes.
Pay attention to your soil and get a soil test. I think I spent a lot of time learning about vegetables and, how do they grow? What do they look like? How do you harvest and sell them? Like, what is their life cycle? But what's really important is what you give to them in terms of what they're going to give to you. So we had our first soil test this year, and God, I wish we had it earlier, because it gave us the total, layout of all the things missing, all the things we've got. And now we can be really specific with our time and also our money of what to put that's going to make our vegetables really happy.